Age is a God's gift. I have nothing to do with it. Is it for the work I did as a priest? A priest is ordained for others, not for self-benefits. I have done what I had to do, realizing that is my duty, and if I don't work, I will be guilty before God. Long span of my life is the result of their prayer, but God's ways are wonderful and unexplainable. Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saltana, Bishop of Mangalore Diocese, Most Reverend Aloysius D'Souza, Bishop Emeritus, Msgr Aloysius Vicar General, Very Reverend Father Procurator of Mangalore Diocese, Very Reverend Father Chancellor, Very Reverend Father Rector of the Seminary, Very Reverend and Reverend Fathers, Brothers, Reverend Sisters, my dear relatives and friends. It is God's plan and His gift that today I shall complete 100 years of my life. Gratefully I accept this gift and thank Him for this gift. On this day, you have come here to participate in my joy, and with me to thank God and for His goodness. With a warm and sincere heart, I thank you for this, your sacrifice and love. May God bless you and be with you always. I have written just a few things, lest I should go on talking, because even if I take only 1 minute per day, it will be 100 days. There is 200 lines. It will be too much. So that's why I have summed up and put a few things. That doesn't mean everything is here. There are so many other things which I would like to say, but due to lack of time, I don't do that. A while ago, Father Rector read out the papal blessing. In what way I deserve it? Is it because of my age? Age is a God's gift. I have nothing to do with it. Is it for the work I did as a priest? A priest is ordained for others, not for self-benefits. I have done what I had to do, realizing that is my duty, and if I don't work, I will be guilty before God. I am grateful and thank His Holiness the Pope for the blessing, and our Bishop and others connected with it. During these 100 years, so many persons have touched my life and helped to live it as I live now. First and foremost among them are no doubt my own parents, my dearest father and mother. Not only they gave me life, but the sacrifice they made, the difficulties they underwent to bring me up are Herculean. I was so sickly and weak in my infancy and childhood. They were afraid of my survival. They prayed to God not to take me away from them as He had taken away their firstborn. God had given them a child, a boy, about 10 years before me, but had taken him away after 7 months. I may say now that this long span of my life is the result of their prayer, but God's ways are wonderful and unexplainable. He took away my dear father when I was 5.5 years old, leaving the whole responsibility of my upbringing to my mother. Due to lack of time, I do not want to go into details. Her faith and trust in God was great indeed. I would like to mention one incident briefly. It was about my becoming a priest. In my ninth standard, one day after weekday mass, a brother studying for Mysore Diocese proposed to me to join his diocese. I said, I shall consider. After coming home, I asked my mother. She kept quiet for a while. Probably she was praying. Then she said she had no objection. Then I asked her, what about you? She pointed up and said, I have God. That was her faith and trust in God, the lesson she taught me. The God whom she trusted never abandoned her. Next, I must thank my bishops. Bishop V.R. Fernandez. He confirmed me and received me as a seminarian for the Diocese of Mangalore, gave me my first appointment as assistant to BJE parish, where I served as assistant for 9.5 years continuously under three parish priests, that is, Monsignor Marian F. Castellano for 2.5 years, Father Philip Nazareth for 6 years, and Monsignor Francis Pinto for 1 year. Though my appointment was as assistant to BJE, I had to do some other works of the diocese as well. That is how I had to be in BJE for 9.5 years. Next come Bishop Basil Paris and then Bishop Raymond de Mello. Under the latter, that is, under Bishop de Mello, I was his secretary. After him, Bishop Basil S. D'Souza, I had to continue his work as manager of Cordial Bell Press. I did it for 9 years. Finally, I worked as his Vicar General for 9 years. Then, as Bishop Aloysius Paul D'Souza became his coadjutor, I was appointed as director of St. Anthony's Charity Institute, where I rendered my service for 5.5 years. Then I retired. It was the age for retirement. Besides this, I had also served as parish priest of Arua parish for 1 year, then later at Pesar for 9 years, Kinningoli for 5 years. After Bishop Aloysius, we have the present Bishop Peter Paul Sardana. He has a special concern towards me because of my age. He is also the main cause of today's celebration. Taking cooperation of other fathers, he has put up this function. I thank him and the other fathers. After retirement, Bishop Aloysius and then Rector Father Victor Machado requested me to be a spiritual father at least for 3 years at the seminary. I accepted the duty for 1 year, but that 1 year became a long year of 22 years. Then, when I could not carry on that work at the seminary, I have now come here to Zuzewa's home on 3/11/2022. At the seminary or before, even anywhere else, I have never took leave holidays. At the seminary, I was occupied during the class days in spiritual direction, confessions, teaching, mainly Latin and English. During holidays, I completed the pending work of the book Ashirwad, typing it and working for its approval from Rome, and in preparing the Diocesan Ordo, a work I did for 52 years continuously. Someone had asked me whether I did not feel exhausted working without holidays. I would say no. because the principles on which I have been working did not allow me to be exhausted. Which are those principles? First thing is ora et labora, pray and work, a Benedictine motto which you find at the coat of arms of the seminary. Second one, serva ordinem et ordo servabite, keep the order and the order will keep you. That is, stick to the system. Third, variety is the spice of life. That is, change in work and not any other change. Fourth, priest is for others, not for self. So he has to be ready to work for others whenever somebody comes, whenever he asks, maybe confessions or anything. So priest is for others. Due to short of time, I have to cut short and leave out persons and many things. But I remember all of them and pray for them. Before I conclude, I must thank all those numberless persons who, whenever I approach them, were willing to help me. I am grateful to all of them and wholeheartedly thank them and pray for them. God bless them and be generous towards them. Thank you for listening to me patiently. May God bless you all and be with you.